Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, TheRumpledOne, coming to you on Monday, August the 19th. The year's 2024. Let's talk trading. Weekly open and gap. And these videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. Risk management. Never lose more than you are willing to lose on any one single trade. Taking a look at the week, so far the pound is 14 pips above the open, 28 off the high, and 19 off the low, so we can see we're back into that compressed range. The dashboard shows that all the open gaps have filled so far. And also note, we took out a weekly pivot that from, let's see, 4 weeks ago. And if we look at the opening range for the week, you can see once again it's compressed. We are above the opening range for the month and above the opening range for the year. If we zoom out, we can see we are still in the upper wick zone of the previous month's candle. And we are 92 pips above the monthly open, 29 off the high, and 281 off the low. And something you might want to notice here about these ranges, if you look at the month, you can see we had 3 pushes, we broke out, and then on the 4th one we had a big one. And if you come to the downside here on this range, you can see we had a touch, 1, 2, and then so there's almost 3, and then here on that 4th one. So that's just something to be aware of. You can look for those, a tiny breakout followed by maybe another tiny breakout, and then followed by the big breakout. Just something to note. And once again, we're above that yearly open by about 235 pips. And so far, we have not added to the yearly range this month. And we had an inside bar 3 days ago, which was followed by an outside bar, which was followed by a big breakout. Lots of inside bar action across the dashboard. 47 pip range, very, very muted, but you can see here dollar yen leading the way with 287 pips. So it looks like the yen pairs across the board is where the action is. Let me know if you trade any of the yen pairs. I'm not sure what the viewers out there are trading, what pair that is. And it seems like we touched back into the buy zone this hour, and we popped back up above it. And for the rats, the range is too low, so with no rat trades per se. Even though you can see here, we did bounce out of the smart rat zone, and we're 3 pips above it at the moment. We have not hit today's pivot yet. Bambino Flex indicator indicates a long. Pivot trading plan indicates a long near the pivot, but we haven't been near the pivot. Missed pivot for the day. Missed pivot for the week. Something to note. We've got 2 consecutive missed pivots. Out of the last 1,000 bars, we only had 5 times where we had 3 consecutive misses. So something to note for the week. Out of the last 1,000 weeks, we've had 50 weeks with 2 consecutive misses, but only 13 with 3. So That's something you really might want to look at if you're looking to trade. You can use that for a bias. And so we've taken out all the monthly pivots so far this year. And we're flirting with that very tiny upper wick zone from Friday's daily candle. Smart range, once again, only 47 pips so far today. We actually broke out at a high by 29 pips, nowhere near the low. And on our simple price action chart, you can see indicator 2 for the most part has been calling for short or downward movement in price. We're bouncing off that daily high from Friday. And you can see here from the chart, we're pretty much stuck in a range. Looks like, let's see if we move up a bit. Yeah, we've been stuck in a range for a while here. We had a range between, say, 57 and 67. Now we seem to be between about 43 and 53. Little 10 pip ranges that are appearing here. And for the squigglies, you can see here we're leaving a bunch of imbalance in the wake. And the squigglies here just cross, so we don't have a signal on M30 or on M1. M5. You can see all the imbalances to the downside. So you can see, look, we're using the 50 EMA, this blue line. It looks like if anybody, see, where was the short signal? I almost need to do a history indicator. So I think the short signal would have been about here. Yeah, blue, green, red. And so then coming back to the 50, that would have been a pullback move, place to enter right here at an imbalance area. So you would have had two reasons to go short there, and they would have paid off. Looking at the higher wick zone, lower wick zone. You can see we're definitely staying between those two. Notice here, flip-flop boxes would have been put in. Oh, there was a nice gap there, fading the gap trade. So as price is moving up, what I'd probably look for is a state change. I'm not sure if I have a state change chart here to show. No, I don't have one. Or look for a flip-flop box to get put in. Let's see, does price make it to the 52 level or beyond? So you can see here, we put in probably a one ball, came back down right at the same level, came back down. Now on the third attempt here, we have breakout. You can see here price is probably taking out a bunch of those imbalances. Yeah, it's taking out the imbalances. So right here at 51.8, you can see here it didn't quite get there on that little move back up. $50 is the psychological level. Let's see, go back over to M5. So it's nearing that EMA 50. So could that be another pullback is the question. Okay, we were getting into that 1 minute imbalance. It broke it. You can see here looking left, it got pushed back from that level once before. So you can see this is basically about the third attempt. 1, 2, 3 right here. So had you been long, that would have been a nice area to take profit. And you can see once again how price hit that level and then got pushed back. And so this is where a lot of traders have difficulty when to take money off the table. I mean, this could shoot up to the 60, but as you can see, it just got rejected again. So a lot of times what will happen is you'll see it go up there, you don't take profit. Now you've just given back 2 or 3 pips. And you see, now maybe you're getting hopeful again. Now notice that previous candle, outside bar. So you could expect a big move possibly in one direction or the other. We still got another minute to watch this. Okay, now we've got moving above the previous candle's high into the imbalance. See if it takes it out. Took it out. And so right here where I would have been out, now I would be saying, look at that, they brought out another pot of fresh shrimp, put it on the cafeteria line, but I've already left the line. So that would have been 5 pips left on the table. But you see, that's trading. So, fellow traders, always remember, never forget, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.